Welcome to this webinar of Viberent. Thanks for joining us. Our objective is to run through the functionality of webinar, functionality of the Viberent system through this webinar. Um, the system's got a lot of functions, so we'll make sure we try to cover as much as possible. But due to limited time availability, we'll try to cover as much as we can. And after the session, we can schedule one-on-one demo for participants if you require. That way you can clarify your other questions separately if you don't wish to discuss it in here. Before we get going on the webinar, simple housekeeping. Yeah, this is an internet intensive webinar making use of a lot of audio, video, etc. So if you can please close down your email, Skype, and other internet intensive applications, you'll have a good experience with the webinar. Also, on your left, you'll see a GoToWebinar control panel. You can expand and collapse using that arrow like this. And if you have any questions, please feel free to ask at any time during the webinar. Type the question into the panel and click the send button, and we'll endeavor to answer at the end of the webinar when we have all the other questions and answers together. Right. We know of many customers that still manage their rentals using Excel spreadsheets, and we have come across people using post-it notes on their whiteboards, and simple a grid on the whiteboard, noticing notifying where equipment is and all that. And we also have number of customers prior to using Viberent, they were using a manual diary to manage all their rental operations. And in these cases, yes, they work, but it becomes difficult for them to know at any time where all the equipment is, whether it's available for hire, and when is it to be returned, and have you raised invoices on that one, and also whether payments have been received. Like how the management gurus say, if you can't measure it, you can't manage it. So it's important to know, key details about your rental at any point in times. And we have come across customers spending hours and hours transferring data to their accounting system because they don't talk to each other, reconciling equipment status, and then payments, and finally locating equipment. Who has got this particular piece of equipment? They just don't seem to get a handle on that one. They have a vague idea, but not a good handle on that. So what if there was a simple and efficient way to manage all these for within your business? Let us show you how. Today, the cloud affords us the opportunity and the economic viability of deploying applications on cloud that leverage interrelationship between a cloud application and platforms like Microsoft Azure and accounting systems like Xero, QBO, and MYOB. And these provide a single entry point for all your applications by converting all your manual data into simple manageable application within Viberent. And it also makes it really easy to post the billing data, your invoices, directly from Viberent into your accounting systems like Xero, MYOB, or QBO. Technology allows us to do that today. And obviously, what it allows you to do is to, spend your time on other important things. As small business owners, we're all always short of time, and even weekends get busier with the inability to spend time with the family. However, by automating key business operations, you get that extra bit of time to spend with your family and on your leisure activities. In our experience working with rental companies all over the world, we basically narrow down their business issues to three key areas. One is equipment availability. Want to find out where is it, what condition is it in, and is it available to be hired out to another customer inquiring it. Secondly, regular billing of rentals. Yes, it's all good that you have equipment available to rent and you rent it out to your customers, but for cash flow purposes, you need to invoice your customer and get your money on time. Otherwise, you don't have a business. So that's the key aspect of regular billing of rentals. And third one is compliance. Equipment service history, finding out what is happening, and also providing compliant information because your equipment is at customer site. You want to know whether it's in good condition and it's in compliant with various legislations and things like that, such as PPS. Viberent is used by over 35 different industries all over the world. We have customers in North Sea, in Scotland, who rent out um, oil rigging equipment to, oil platforms and other things. So, we have different industries using it: mobility hire, forklifts, plant and machinery, event management. We have customers renting out portraits and films and things like that, photographs, and a whole lot of other equipment. So scaffolding, medical equipment, all these are easily managed within the Viberent system. Before we get on to the actual demo, just want to provide you with a quick case study. ABC Containers is a container rental company in Perth, Western Australia. And before getting Viberent in, they had a lot of issues in terms of managing their container availability. And plus, the important thing was over 10% of their invoices every month had errors in them. Either they were incorrect or, charging the customer over, and in many cases charging them under, thereby losing revenue and things like that. And most important of all, including the business owner, 3 full-time staff were involved in managing the rental operations. What they required was simple 100% accurate invoicing and reduced staff involvement. After Viberent, all their long-term rental processing month after month, is reduced from few days to 20 minutes. Imagine raising 200, 300 invoices every month manually in your accounting system. It's going to be a real hassle and pain and everything else. So automating that function and just getting a simple system like Viberent to manage all your rentals month after month is such a huge time saver. And most importantly, there is bottom line benefit to the business because there is only one full-time staff involved in managing the rentals, and the business owner was dedicated to growing the business. So they were able to redeploy resources and actually save significant staff costs, as you know, salaries can be quite expensive, things like that. So that's the kind of real savings that Viberent can deliver to any rental business, real bottom line benefit. So at this stage, what I'll do is provide a simple demo of the Viberent system to give you an overview as to how the whole system works. At any point in time, please feel free to raise your queries, and we'll endeavor to answer at the end of the session. Now, Viberent, like I mentioned, is an add-on to an accounting system like Xero or MYOB or QBO. And therefore, initially, the system needs to be connected to your accounting system. So I'll demonstrate this system based on a connection to Xero. So initially, you will link your Viberent to Xero using connect to Xero, and then load Xero data and the customer invoice terms. So these three will establish a link between Viberent and your Xero organization, and thereby the system can start to exchange customer details, items, your general ledger codes, tax codes, tracking categories, etc. from Xero into Viberent system. Once this initial link is done, you can customize Viberent to your own business requirements. These are done using the configuration menu, and there are several entries in here you can use to customize the business to your requirements. For example, if you're using tracking categories, you can specify what the default tracking categories are in your business that you wish to use in all your rental transactions. And if there are any standard comments that you wish to put through, these can be included in here. And also, on the transaction calendar, if you want to show the customer name instead of the transaction number, you can include that. Now, as part of Viberent, we give you 6 custom fields that you can use for any purpose. Now, it's not mandatory at all to use these fields. It is all optional. It's up to you whether you wish to use these fields or not. Every business has got unique data capture requirement. So therefore, we provide you with 6 custom fields that you can call whatever you want and then use them in your system in whatever capacity you wish to. We'll come to demonstrate these shortly, but just suffice to say there are 6 custom fields that you can use for any purpose. Now we have specific functionality within Viberent for businesses in the event management industry. For example, if you're an event rental company and then you rent out to big conferences and trade events and things like that, where you have to send deliveries to different parts of um, the event, then you can schedule your deliveries through those by specifying any show code or trade show code and name and the venue and any hall number and stand. This way you can easily schedule your deliveries to different parts of the venue. Now, Vibrant allows you to include documentation such as your um, rental agreement and terms and conditions. You can simply copy and paste text from your existing Word or PDF documents and format it to your requirements. You can have rental agreement where you specify these, and also you can have your terms and conditions where you can have, again, say any number of lines. So we have customers with 12 pages of terms and conditions listed in there in multiple columns and all that. So it's all fairly configurable by you. All you need to do is copy and paste the text in here and format it to your requirements. Now, in addition to charging your customers for equipment rental, you can also include any accessories that you provide with your rental. Things like ropes or harnesses or photo stands or albums or various other paraphernalia that you wish to include as part of your equipment rental. You can include these as part of Viberent. Again, you'll be charging your customer for regular rental like daily rates and weekly rates and monthly rates, but you can also have these one-off charges like delivery or pickup or security bond or miscellaneous charges or fuel or whatever it is that is relevant to your business. You can specify them in here. For example, if you want to charge your customer fuel as a additional charge for their rental, then you can include that. Specify the general ledger account that you wish to use and also the tax code, GST on income. And you can choose to say, I want to show this fuel every time I put a transaction through, and simply save the entry. So every time you put through transaction, the system will prompt you to enter any fields from the custom charge which has been shown to be displayed on the screen. In terms of rental periods, again, Vibrant gives you the flexibility to manage your own unique rental periods. We have customers renting it out on Saturdays and Sundays, and 5-day week, 6-day week, and then also processing daily rentals, weekly rentals, even hourly rentals. Some have deliveries for 2 days and 3 days for rentals, and weekend rental comprising 4 days from Friday till Monday, etc. All these again are configurable by you. You can simply specify, for example, the weekend comprises of 4 days. So you can specify either 4 days or hours depending on how you wish to configure your rental pricing. Again, easily addressed within Viberent. And finally, you can have your own email templates for different purposes. You can have one set of template for quoting and one set of templates for invoicing, again formatting it to your requirements. So you can do all of these, make it bold, underline, different colors, etc. And you can use these email templates in your rental and booking screens as part of Viberent. Now, Once this is configured, your daily workflow within Viberent goes from left to right, starting from dashboard through the inventory, contacts, transaction calendar, etc., etc. Let's start with the dashboard and transaction calendar. This is a simple screen that shows you how your rental calendar is looking for the current month. You can look at any month. You can look in future, in the past, etc. The system will show you what's been your calendar looking like. So basically, it's color coded to show you blue means confirm, blue means actual rental that is going on. Green represents quotes that have been confirmed but not yet converted over into rentals. And brown represents the just quotes that have been put through but not accepted by customers. So just looking at the calendar, you can clearly see that there are uh, number of transactions in the beginning of the month, but not so towards the end of the month. So it just needs to show that you need to do some marketing activities to ensure that there are rentals happening throughout the month. Also, the dashboard allows you to specify or identify how much stock you have available. Say, for example, this particular group, let's see how much stock we have available. Immediately comes up and tells you that this is the amount of stock you have available. 50 units, 495, 100, blah, blah, blah. So at any point in time, you can clearly see how much stock you have available for a specific group of items. Also, people want to know what are the deliveries that I need to make, this week, this month, or for any specified date period. You can simply look at this upcoming transaction screen, clearly see what is to be delivered and what is to be picked up. Okay, these are the items that I need to pick up and these are the ones that I need to deliver. Right, we can schedule 3 deliveries and 2 pickups to make sure that these are, brought back into stock immediately. You can also look at key statistics of your business just in a graphical format. The system will give you, these are your key indicators about your business in, pie chart format, top selling items, booking revenue, and top customers, etc., etc. In terms of your inventory, Viberent provides comprehensive data management. Like I mentioned to you before, Viberent basically uses your customers' items, etc., from your zero organization or your accounting system within the Viberent system. You can then add further value such as rental pricing, serial numbers, etc. I'll demonstrate that through a simple example. Say this 10 by 10 marquee item. We can configure this item to be either a rental item or it can be a cross rental item, in which case I can specify, okay, I cross rented from this particular supplier and I pay them $15 per day for the rental, etc. So you can specify what the supplier charges are. You can also allocate it to a category. You can group your items into various categories so that when reporting or allocating items, you can choose by individual categories. You can also assign pricing. This is my daily rate, this is my weekly rate, this is my monthly rate, 2-day rate, 3-day rate, etc. All this is again configurable by you. You can then specify the income account and the tax code for the items. One of the key things that we provide within Viberent is the ability to manage documentation. All your documentation about the items can be in one place, such as your Word document that provides your user guide or a user manual or an occupational safety and health guide. All of these can be uploaded. You can also upload number of images if you like, and you can set one of the items as a default image so that you can choose and during entry and have a catalog of report, a report catalog that shows you what items you have that you can show to your customers. Viberent also allows you to specify your unique serial numbers and barcodes for your items so that you can simply scan the barcode at the time of putting the transaction through. Obviously, from time to time, the conditions of your equipment changes, so you can record all those things as part of the comments entry within the inventory item area, so that you have all comments in one place about the item. Now you can manually enter data like this, or we also give you an Excel template looking like this, where you can punch in all your equipment details, including item codes and rental periods and rates and everything else. And once this is ready, you can simply go into Viberent and go into, say, inventory upload. Simply select the file and import it in. One of the key things that Viberent provides is to manage your annual price changes. For example, you may have regular price changes every 3 months or 6 months depending on your industry. Instead of manually updating details on the screen, you can simply download an existing template which will give you all the current rental items in there. You can change the pricing and import it back. So what would normally take hours and hours to do the price update, simply download the template, put in the values inside and upload it in. Done and dusted within half an hour, 45 minutes. One of the other key areas that have been introduced in the last 6 months or so is what we call as kits within Viberent system. Kits allow you to specify various packages or bundles that can be used for any purpose. For example, if you're a property styling company and you have, say, a big apartment kit or something that you wish to use, simply specify that big apartment fit out, etc. And then you can specify, okay, for this kit, these are the items that we wish to use. And then you can add them in and you can start using them in your inventory. Also, Viberent allows you to specify any customers that you wish to add into the system. For example, if you have customers walking through the street and you wish to start renting out equipment to them, simply add the customer details in. For example, XYZ customer does not exist. Simply add their details in and you can post to 0. As simple as that. Or if you have customers with multiple delivery addresses. For example, you are a regular supplier to Woolies or Coles or Bunnings and you want to maintain all their addresses. You can simply do that within Viberent. You can maintain unlimited addresses for your customers. And finally, having got all our base data ready, you can simply put through transactions within the Viberent system. For example, you may have put through quotes and they are done through the booking module. The booking module simply allows you to specify, you know, um, raise quotes for your customers, and then when the quote is sent to the customer and they accept it, you can simply convert that to a rental. We'll demonstrate it through a simple example. Right. This is a simple quote. So basically we specify who the customer is. Now this is the customer whom you're going to bill. However, we have to send the equipment to a different address. For example, this could be a warehouse or another office site or a building site where the equipment need to be delivered to. So you can specify what the shipping address is. Also, you can specify what items you're going to rent. For example, I'm renting this particular equipment. Just choose the item in and you can specify the quantity and you can specify that I'm going to rent it out for 5 days starting from 18. You can specify the rates and then any tracking categories, etc. Now I'm going to bill the customer from 18th of March to 22nd of March. However, I'm going to deliver the equipment on 17th of March and I'm going to pick it up on the 23rd of March. The way Viberent works is the customer will be invoiced for 5 days from 18th till 22nd, but the item will be marked as unavailable from the delivery date, which is the 17th, to the return date. Simply add the item in, and the system calculates the total amount. You can also include any accessories to go with it. For example, I want to include some ribbons and serviettes, and you can modify the quantity if required. You can also specify these other details. Remember those custom fields that we initially spoke about during the configuration section? This is where they come in. For example, venue access or the driver license number or the bride and groom's name, whatever it is, all those custom fields, they appear in the other details area, and you can specify all the um, you know, text about the particular thing. You can also include other charges. For example, we're going to charge them $50 for delivery and another $20 for administration purposes. And if you want to charge, say, for example, fuel that we just set up, simply select fuel and you're going to charge them $25 for fuel, etc. All these are added as part of the booking, and you can simply save it. And once it is saved, you can print it and give it to your customer, or you can email it as well. So while you're printing it, you can include terms and conditions, rental agreement, etc. System comes up with a simple printout looking like that. Customer name and the rental details, delivery, fuel, miscellaneous charges, all included, including a subtotal, etc. If you want, you can email it directly to your customer. Simply choose a template that you wish to use. And if you want, you can include attachments, include your rental terms and conditions and rental agreement, and click send email. It will be emailed to your customer directly. Now, initially, the booking is created with the status tentative. You send it to the customer, and the customer says, thanks very much, I wish to go ahead. You can simply change the status to confirmed, and you can convert that to a rental immediately. It's as simple as that. Also, if you are a supplier to regular events or other things where you have a standard template quote that you send to all your customers, Viberent now allows you to clone your bookings. For example, if you are an event rental company and you have lots of customers at one event to whom you're sending the same equipment over and over again, instead of creating individual quotes, you can simply create a quote and clone it any number of times, and simply change the customer name and perhaps the date and send it to each customer. Imagine the time savings that you will realize just through this one mechanism. So Viberent allows you to clone your booking and make it easier for you to manage your templates that way. Right, the transaction is created, and so now it's just a matter of going into the rental transaction screen and assigning various things to it. So closer to the time, you simply open the particular booking, and then you can convert that to a proper invoice and send it to your zero. Say, for example, this example, we can simply print the picking slip. Again, review all the items in. So we have all the items in, and then we simply print the picking slip. You can print it or email it, including barcodes and other details and everything. Simply print the picking slip and give it to your shipping company or your warehouse staff to go and get them ready and send it to your customer site. All the details that you enter come through automatically. And also, when you're printing it, you can print it with your terms and conditions, rental agreement, etc. And you can also include with the tax invoice headings so that will show the tax invoice number from zero. And finally, when you're ready to invoice the customer, simply click post to zero, and the system will generate the invoice in zero for the customer. Now, you can configure rentals for short-term as well as for long-term within Viberent. If this is a long-term transaction going through for a number of months, then simply click it as a long-term rental. Now, with long-term rentals in Viberent, the system operates in two different ways. One is if you want to invoice the customer at the end of each month, simply select long-term rental type and the customer will be invoiced at the end of each month for that month's operations. However, for cash flow purposes, if you want to invoice customers based on when they rent during the month, say for example, this customer rented on the 7th of the month, so this customer will be billed on 7th of each month, then you can simply specify the billing day. So therefore, Viberent provides you with two distinct options wherein you can specify how you wish to invoice your customers, either on an anniversary basis each month or at the end of the month. Once the transaction is ready and is posted to zero, next month when it's ready to be invoiced, you can simply extend the transaction by clicking the extend button that allows you to extend the rental for further period. In this case, for the further few days or few weeks or few months, the system allows you to automatically extend it. Now, you can post to zero this way, or Viberent also provides you with the ability to do a bulk post of all your rentals in one go. You can just simply create all your transactions, make sure they're all finalized, and finally select all your unposted transactions, select them individually or as bulk, select everything and click bulk post. That will automatically create your invoices in zero. All the invoices go to zero in draft format. Imagine the time savings that you have at the end of each month. You have 200, 300 invoices to be raised for your customers. Instead of doing them individually, which you still have option to do that, you can simply go into this manage posting screen, select all your transactions to be posted and do a bulk post. Fine, we have created a transaction, we have invoiced them, it's now 3 months, the customer comes back and says thanks very much, we wish to return the equipment. Simply select the rental and terminate it. As simple as that. Either you can terminate the whole rental or you can item-wise terminate it. For example, if you have a customer that has rented out 10 equipment, they want to return 3 and carry on with the rest, you can simply do that with Viberent. As you can see, the system has got a lot of integration to Zero to make your life easier. So remember the 3 challenges that we mentioned to you? All this is satisfied within the Viberent system. Firstly, we spoke about equipment availability. At any point in time, you can simply go to the dashboard and stock views menu and check your item availability. You can either watch it on screen or simply extract an item availability report. The second key area is about regular billing of your customers. This is exactly where it happens. All your regular billing can be selected in one go and sent to your accounting system to be invoiced. At the click of a button, couple of days of work is completed within 20 minutes, half an hour. That's the power of Viberent. The third major challenge that we spoke about was about compliance. That's where we will go into the repair and maintenance module. The repair and maintenance module allows you to maintain complete service history of all your equipment. For example, if you're a forklift rental company or plant and machinery rental company, you need to have your equipment in tip-top shape so that they don't fail at customer location, and that way you don't lose any revenue. And also for compliance purposes, occupational safety and health, you need to provide your customers with regular details about your maintenance activities. So you can specify the spare parts that you hold of all your equipment. You can specify the kind of service that you provide. For example, a 10K service or a 50K service, whatever it is that's relevant for your business. And you can also start to maintain a service schedule for all your equipment. For example, you can simply say, okay, I want to do a 10K service and I want to service this particular item and this particular serial number, and I can specify the spare parts that I want to use, and I want to include, the labor charges. John worked for 2 hours, etc. And you can also include any custom charges. For example, we had some fuel to be input, so I will charge them fuel of $75, etc. And any attachments that we include, and also the service task. For example, we need to change the filter, and all the other tasks that are involved in it. You can include all of them. Any service checklist, which we check the odometer, we check the brake fluids, etc., etc. All these in done, and any comments and logs about the servicing. If you're running out of spare parts and you want to get the spare parts, you can also raise a purchase order for all your spare parts directly from within the Viberent system. And finally, you can save and print a copy of all your service order, so that you have a record of service performed on your item in one place. So that's the third key compliance, third key business challenge, being the compliance related activity that is easily managed within Viberent now. And finally, there is comprehensive reports from Viberent that provide detailed analysis of all your equipment availability, your revenue, and a whole lot of things. For example, you can simply select rental revenue. You can extract the report by either by customer, by item, by rental, etc. You can do all of that. Say, for example, I want to generate revenue by a customer from this date to that date. I'll select, for example, select everybody and click preview, and that will bring in the revenue for all your customers for the specified period. Also look at equipment availability or rental transaction detail, item usage by customer. Suppose you have an issue with a particular serial number equipment and you want to find out who used it at any point in time. Simply run the item usage by customer report that will bring in all the usage of that customer by number of users over a specified date period. And also, if you're an event management company and you have deliveries to be made to a big trade event where you have a number of customers to whom you need to deliver to, you can generate an event packing list or an event order list so that you know exactly where it needs to be delivered to, and all the other details about it, so that you don't have to make a guess. Okay, I need to send 20 chairs to this location, 30 chairs to other location, etc. The system gives you a complete detail of exact amount of equipment to be taken to one place and another. That is, folks, an overview of the Viberent system. There is a lot more to it. So considering the time that we have available, just want to give you a quick overview of the various aspects of Viberent. So just to summarize, Viberent allows you to configure your business requirements through the configuration menu, maintain all your inventory as part of the inventory menu, including kit management, and you can also import it directly using serial number items or bulk items. You can manage all your customer delivery addresses and everything. And finally, process transactions at any point in time, either quotes or rentals directly from within this transaction menu. And the dashboard allows you to find out the status of your rentals, your stock availability, and upcoming transactions, etc., etc. The service and maintenance module allows you to do complete service and maintenance details of all your equipment, including service history reporting. And finally, the reports within Viberent give you details of all your rental operations at the click of a button. That, folks, is in a nutshell about Viberent. We'll be happy to provide one-on-one demo if you wish to have detailed discussions about Viberent.
Yes, Siva, there are some questions.
Yeah, excellent. Right. before we go, we'll finalize the presentation as well. So just a simple feature list. As we showed you, barcode functionality, kit functionality, upload documents, 5-day, 6-day hire. And there are a number of improvements being performed on Viberent each day. We regularly release new versions. There are some more enhancements going on this week. We'll let you know by the end of this week. By Friday night, Saturday morning, you'll have new functionality available within Viberent. And we also working on customer portal. So if you have your equipment listed and you want to let your customers inquire on their bookings or raise new orders with you directly, the customer portal will allow you to do so. So the customer portal will be ready in the next month and a half or so. Integration to Google Docs to maintain all your documentation in one place, and also multi-site, multi-location. So all your, if you have distributed warehouses where you have different equipment located and you service them locally from out of your warehouses, but you want to control it centrally, the multi-location functionality within Viberent will allow you to do so. Now, for a simple investment from as low as $49 per user per month, you have the complete power of Viberent available to you that will make your rental life a lot more easier compared to other packages out there. The key thing being the tight integration to your accounting system, whether you're using Xero or MYOB or QBO. um, there's a tight integration to your accounting system so that you don't have to duplicate any data in your accounting system. Everything is sent directly from Viberent into your accounting system. We'll also make life easier for customers with more than 2 users so that you don't have to pay monthly fees. So we have an annual subscription for up to 5 users, which is very cost effective if you take the monthly subscription per user into consideration. So if you have 2 or more users, simply select the annual um, subscription requirement. And finally, if you have, say, more than 5 users and you want to provide access to all of them, don't worry, you have an unlimited user option as well. That also includes training and data migration. For $17.99, it includes 4 hours of training and 5 hours of data migration, up to 5 hours of data migration assistance. And obviously, we want to make it easier for you. So the promotion for the current month, that we can hold for, say, till end of next week, we are happy to provide the yearly subscription bundle at a saving of $600. So it's $11.99 that provides you with full savings of your subscription. So just simple 3 steps to start controlling your business. Confirm your subscription, send us your data. We have done this hundreds and hundreds of times, so we'll make your life a lot easier, right? And set up a time for training and walkthrough of the system. Having done this for hundreds of customers, we can accomplish a lot of these within a matter of few hours for you. So you don't have to spend the time, trying to learn how to put through and all that. Obviously, you need to do that for day-to-day use purposes, but to get you up and running immediately, Viberent can assist you, with the initial setup and training and all that. And that's it, folks. That's from the presentation point of view. We welcome your queries at this point in time. So we have a number of questions that we can go through. Right. Okay. The first question is, if I get a new customer, where do I create the new customer? Do I create them in Viberent or do I create them in Xero? Like we showed you, if you have a customer walk off the street and want to rent with you immediately, simply specify the details in Viberent and post to Xero. However, if you wish to create them in Xero first, you can definitely do that, and those details come into Viberent automatically anyway. So it's up to you. So you can use it directly, you can create the customer directly within Viberent or through your accounting system. The other question is, can you create codes for customers? Um, we maintain an internal code for customers, and we believe Xero is also coming up with a customer coding mechanism that they haven't released yet. So once that is implemented within Xero, we'll piggyback on what your accounting system does in terms of customer codes and all that. The other question is there a CRM system you recommend to use with Viberent and Xero? Now, there are a number of CRM systems that integrate very tightly with Xero. The Xero add-on marketplace provides a list of those, but we have noticed number of our customers use a CRM system called Capsule. That's CAPSULE, like a medicine capsule. Capsule CRM is a well-known CRM package used by a lot of Xero users. So that integrates with your Xero organization. So the way Viberent works, Viberent integrates to Xero, and then the other applications integrate to Xero as well. So we don't have a direct integration between Viberent and a CRM package because there are hundreds and hundreds of those CRM packages out there. So all this integration will appear through your Xero system as well. The third question, the other question we have is about barcoding. Can I put in my own barcode number? Yes, of course. Nothing stops you from putting your own barcode numbers. But if you don't have your own numbering scheme, Vibrant always can create the number for you, as we showed you it in the inventory module. There is one other question. When you post from Viberent to Xero, does it go in draft mode or is it in approved mode? Now all the posting from Viberent goes in draft mode only to Xero. You can then review all the invoices in Xero and then you can approve them. Right, are there any other questions, folks? These are the questions that we have now. So yeah, we strongly recommend that if you don't have a trial subscription, subscribe for a trial. And if you do have a trial, please convert that to your paid subscription so that we can provide you with training and data migration and other assistance for you. All the details are there on our website. Go to vibranthq.com. And all the details are there on our website. So let me try to go to the website. We'll open the website and go to the Viberent website, vibranthq.com. All the details are there on our website in terms of pricing, and all the support documentation are also available. So if you want details about your how to set up Viberent, all the details are there, including videos. So getting started, if you want to get started on Viberent, there is a link to how to establish the link to your accounting system and how to use the general settings. There is a page available for that, and you can also watch a video. Simply watch the video to learn more. So all the details are there on our website. Okay, feel free to browse to the website and start using Viberent. And we also have reviews on the Xero forum about Viberent. So go to the Xero forum, and we have reviews from customers, all 5-star rating from all our customers who use Viberent in different industries. So We'll be very happy to assist you folks. So we'll leave you with the thought and wish you all a very good afternoon. And if you require any further help, just contact us at info@vibrenthq.com or 1300 That's info@vibrenthq.com or 1300 If there are no other questions, okay, there are a couple of other questions. Sorry, do you have a recommended barcode label? You can simply get a Avery, we can send you the details. There is an Avery label format that we recommend. So we'll provide you details of those. Now you can use any printer that is connected to your computer. So you can buy a barcode printer from Officeworks and connect it to your computer and use it. And first, another question is specifically for the item that will be washed or cleaned, that it needs to be durable. Okay, look, what we can provide you within um, Viberent is the ability to create barcodes. How you print them and how you use them is something that is not in our control. So therefore, we leave that thing to you, because there are different methods of printing barcodes and things like that. So we generate the barcodes and that's available for you. Okay. That's it, folks. Thanks very much. Really appreciate your participation. We'll be very happy to help you with your setup. And if you have any questions, please feel free to contact us. Thank you and very good afternoon. Bye for now. Sundar?
Yes,